What's up, guys? Zinigami here. Let's go through 40 stamina, White Day Sanji, Event Island on the Japanese version of One Piece Treasure Cruise. This Sanji is only going to be here for 1 week long, and he's a very, very good. We're going to go over about what he does later on, but we are going to be using a 5+ Luffy Cabbage team. And even though Sanji is a quick character, we're going to be using Cabbage because if we get Bon Clay, one of the 3 potential mini bosses on stage 6, Bon Clay is going to boost the attack and orb boost of our characters by 10% for 99 turns. So it makes it really slow, or it makes it a lot harder if you're trying to actually use type boosts, because you basically can't use a type boost for if you get Bon Clay. But Cabbage will get rid of positive buffs, so we get Bon Clay, we can use Cabbage special ability on Sanji to clear that away. Something very important to note is that Sanji has the limiting special debuff, and what that means is you can only use 2 specials per turn against Sanji. That does include your ship special, so if I can't use like Mihawk special and Sabo special and 1000 Sunny on the same turn. I can only use 2 specials per turn, so I can use Cavendish and then follow Cavendish up with Sabo, or I can use Doflamingo and Mihawk, or I can use something else, but I can only use 2 specials per turn. So keep that in mind. Like if you don't intend on using Cabbage's special on the final boss, then you might want to use Cavendish special on stage 6, so that way you can use Doflamingo or whatever type booster you actually want to use later on. These blue giants, by the way, just a standard note, anytime you see these blue giants, they will skip their first attack every time, and instead of attacking will bind one random character. So if you ever are looking for a place to stall, these blue guys, just like the red giants, if you give them below 20% health, they boost the attack of everybody. These guys will skip their first attack and bind instead. So that's just a turn of stalling for just in general use, just good to know. I'll take you out. Golden Pound Usopp. Sanji cannot be delayed. Golden Pound Usopp is going to pretty much always be used on stage 6 mini boss. Probably one of the harder mini bosses that's actually pretty easy for this team is stage 6 Absalom, because Absalom will blind your entire team for 5 turns. So this team, if you know your attack times, you can attack pretty well, but Cavendish is also a blue character, which Absalom is a red character, so Cabbage should be able to do some decent damage to that Absalom. Can also use Luffy as either damage on stage 6 or more stalling, since we can't actually stall on the boss fight. You can just use Luffy for that damage, especially on stuff like Zephyr, who will fix our target on him. So let's go over our potential bosses on stage 6. If you get Bon Clay is a Psy character. He has just under 1 million hit points. He has 950,000 hit points. He will preemptively clear buffs. Here we go. We can just continue our words. Preemptively clear buffs, boosts our attack by 1.1 times, and boosts our orb effectiveness by 1.1 times. He'll attack every turn for 4,000 damage. And below 30% he'll enrage, which means he'll attack every single turn instead for 5,800 damage. So we're just going to bring him down. This team will have no trouble with Bon Clay, and extra special benefit is that Cabbage will clear those buffs and boost himself later on. If you get Zephyr is a Dex character. He's got 4 units around him. Zephyr has 770,000 hit points, and he will fix the target on him, so you have to kill Zephyr first before killing any of the units around him. And Zephyr attacks every 2 turns for 75,000 damage. If you get Absalom has about 400,000 hit points. He will preemptively blind you for 5 turns, and below 50% Absalom will boost his own defense to... He'll boost his defense to 50,000 for 5 turns. 4 turn defense boost. He attacks every 2 turns for 8,000 damage. So we got Sanji. There are 2 different Sanji bosses. There's Sanji by himself and Sanji with a bunch of dudes. If you get Sanji with a bunch of dudes, Those dudes will, below 50%, the strength guy will shuffle your orbs into badly matching orbs, and all the other guys will rewind any specials that they are weak against. So the blue guys will rewind dex specials by 2 turns, and the dex guys will rewind strength specials for 2 turns. If you get Sanji with a bunch of dudes has 1.65 million hit points. Sanji by himself has 2.3 million hit points. He attacks every 2 turns for 11,000 damage, except for the first attack that he does, which will be a 20,000 damage attack. So here we're gonna kill him in 2 turns. I'm gonna use Cabbage first, and then we'll use... I guess we'll use Sabo, and then we'll use Mihawk the next turn. So those are my 2 specials. I can't use any more specials. If I try, it'll give me an error. Now we just hit them perfects. And Cabbage boosts himself, so Cabbage gets to go last, even though Sanji is blue. And that's it. Piece of cake. Guys, that's the island. You can see other teams right after this. So stick around. I've been Zenigami. Thank you so much for watching. Good luck against Sanji. Pow, pow, pow. If you like this, you can go to patreon.com/Zenigami and subscribe, or you can go to twitch.tv/Zenigami and watch this live. Oh, wait. Why am I ending the video? You guys don't know what he does. Sanji is a quick powerhouse fighter character. His captain ability boosts the attack of fighter and powerhouse characters by 1.5 times. Where are you? Let's go to Sanji. Let's go to Sanji. Sanji is a quick fighter powerhouse. His captain ability boosts the attack of fighters and powerhouse characters by 1.5 times once evolved, and that does stack. So a fighter powerhouse character like himself has a 2.25 times attack boost. Not the best thing in the world, just because there are a lot of better boosters that don't require you to have a specifically fighter powerhouse character on them. His special, however, is very, very, very good. His special ability is a 1.75 times attack boost to fighter characters for 1 turn, and also deals 15 times his attack and quick damage to 1 enemy. So a 1.75 times fighter boost is the largest free-to-play fighter boost that we have, which is very, very good. Now there are better fighter boosters out there, but this is one that everybody gets to get. Sanji also has a sailor ability that boosts the attack of all characters by 15. Not much. It's basically not going to make a difference, but you know, that is an extra sailor ability. So Sanji, an amazing fighter sub if you don't have a fighter booster, and still even if you do have a fighter booster, he has a 1.75 times fighter boost, which is always going to be good. I've been Zenigami, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I did my sign off already, and y'all stay beautiful.